Hey everyone, welcome to Shimmer Girl Talks. I'm going to try not to make this video too long, but the episode, spoiler alert, Sisters, Tyler Perry, I believe it is season 7, episode 10. The scene where, let me give y'all a minute because it is a spoiler. The scene where Gary's character throws pregnant Penelope, down on the ground and it's blood everywhere is what prompted me to do this video. And what I want to explain is the difference between like the Hallmark Channel versus BET, particularly Tyler Perry's work. Now, some of you might say, well, that's apples and oranges. You know, those are two separate genres and all of that stuff. And yeah, it is. But at the same time, when you think Hallmark, the Hallmark Channel, obviously we could watch it too, but I'm trying to make a point here where you have a high-powered career girl who's tired of the fast life. And she goes to some small, quaint little cove or small town, and she meets this exceptionally handsome, unattached guy. And they have this little beef with each other, some little, lighthearted beef or whatever. And then they end up falling in love and it's sweet and all of that stuff. Then you look at Tyler Perry stuff. And the scary thing is a lot of his work is traumatic and divisive and trifling. And the scary thing is so many Black women can relate to those situations and those characters and stuff like that. And I just feel like the whole Gary slamming his pregnant girlfriend to the ground, causing her to miscarry. The follow-up episode comes on tonight, so I'll probably watch it tomorrow. So I don't know what happened to her. But it just ties into the narrative that Black men are just these ruthless animals out to hurt Black women, and Black women are these just angelic creatures who don't know how to, pick good men. And then you have Karen's character who is pregnant and not sure who the father is. And then you have this man who comes to her shop who sees her heavily pregnant and he's showing interest in her. Our community is just so backwards and out of pocket. And what grinds my gears a lot is the fact that you have a lot of Black women who glorify the Tyler Perry type scenarios, all the while wanting men of other races to give them the Hallmark Channel treatment, i.e. the grass is supposed to be greener on the other side. And we all know that the grass is not greener on the other side. A lot of what goes on in our community is mindset, is stagnation, is poor life choices. You have the older women who haven't learned anything and so thus unable to teach the younger women, you know what, don't go down the same path that I went down. Instead, a lot of older women are encouraging younger women to go down that same path. So let's go back to Tyler Perry's work. So I want to talk about one thing that I've noticed is I noticed that his women tend to have a bond with each other. The men tend to have a bond with each other. But when it's a male-female dynamic, they're at odds unless it's like back-breaking sex. And another thing that I noticed is his white males, Black males have this flirtatious thing going on. That seems to be a theme in his work. But I don't want to discuss that. I want to discuss Gary throwing that woman down on the floor. And I'm looking at it from the context of Hallmark Channel You know, it's like women of other races get to have this like fairy tale whatever when it comes to love. And honestly, I don't think that Black women would want to see that with a Black woman and a Black man. That's the tragedy of it all. And I remember, years ago when I had a cover made for one of my books, and I asked the guy, I said, who do you think my book would appeal to? And I've shared this on here before. You know what this man told me? And this was maybe 6 or so years ago. He said suburban white women, because I'm all about the warm fuzzies. If you're going to read romance, you want to read to escape. And it seems like with Black women, when it comes to like the romance aspect of, like fiction or whatever, they like to read or watch what could be reality, which would be the cheating boyfriends, the abusive boyfriends, you know, having hot girl summers. Danny's character, she has this hot girl summer, and she had this guy that was crazy in love with her, but she just, if you watch the show, you know who I'm talking about, Danny and Preston. And but I'm glad to see some, because I belong to some of the forums on Facebook, and I'm glad to see that a lot of women are seeing Danny for the broken woman that she is. Her character is, in my opinion, broken. But sadly, and I've read some of the comments, you have some women who could relate to her, which is scary. So that was my topic for today. Hallmark Channel versus the BET downtrodden. I can't stand the downtrodden Black woman, the abused Black woman, and all of that stuff either. But as I mentioned, I think a lot of times I don't think that Black women could handle a sweet romance on the screen, because they're not going to buy it. They don't believe it. And I'm not saying all, so I don't want anyone coming at me like, well, you don't be talking about all Black women. Tyler Perry is a billionaire for a reason. He knows his audience. So that was my topic for today. Tell me what you think. Check out my other videos. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Bye.